What's up, guys? Welcome to episode number 5. Is it 5? No, 6. Yeah, 6 of the Let's Play FM Rags to Riches with Spain's Real Oviedo. As I said in the last game, I've now completed the season, and this is a playoff special roundup. What I'll do first, guys, is just give you a little bit of a reminder of how the playoffs work in Spain's second Division B. They are slightly complicated, I would say, and kind of annoying, I suppose. Basically, second Division B is split into 4 divisions: B1, B2, B3, B4. The winners of each 4 divisions will go into their own playoffs initially, like a bit like the Champions League, where you got like the champions or non-champions sections. We have the champions section with the 4 winners. They will play each other in a 2-legged affair. The winners will go through to a final, and they are also promoted to the Segunda division. Teams 2nd, 3rd and 4th in all 4 divisions will go into their own knockout. So it's 12 teams, so it'll be 6 games. The winners of those 6 will then go through to the second round, the quarterfinals, as you wish, I suppose, where they'll be joined by the 2 losers of the championship playoffs. They will then play on a home and away basis again. The 4 winners will go through to the final playoff round. They will be drawn against each other, obviously, and then they will play 2-legged affairs again. The winners will be the final 2 teams to be promoted to the Segunda division. As everyone will remember, I drew Alaves in the first round. Team that recently obviously lost, or not recently, but lost to Liverpool in the Europa League final, or UEFA Cup. Was it Liverpool? Middlesbrough come to mind as well, when they had that run where they basically scored winners in like the 89th minute in about 4 games. Can't quite remember who it is. But anyway, I drew Alaves. That was one of the 3 teams I did not want to get, if I'm being honest. It was a Cadiz, Albacete, and these guys, Alaves. Tenerife as well, actually, that was another team. So I got one of the teams I didn't want, but we had to get on with it, obviously. So let's go into the fixtures now and see how we got on. So as you can see there, I actually played Alaves in a friendly and beat him 3-0, but obviously friendlies mean nothing. So I was at home to Alaves. What I wasn't aware of until actually after the first leg was that away goals do count. Not that it mattered, and I got off to an absolute fantastic start. I was 0-0 with Alaves at half time, so I was a little bit worried, but I didn't need to be. Martin Mantovani, my centre back, thundered a header in from a corner in the 58th minute to put me 1-0 up. I would have liked the second goal, obviously, so that's just too close for comfort. And then Alves' Miguel actually scored an own goal with 8 minutes to go to put me 2-0 up. And then to make it even better, Manu Busto, who has been scoring for fun towards the end of the season, gave me a 3-0 win with 6 minutes to go. I just couldn't believe the score, to be honest with you. It was a great result. Possession wise was 51-49 in my favour, 18 shots to 7 in my favour, and 6 shots to 3 on target in my favour. So I scored half of my shots on target. So it was after this that I found out away goals were included. To be honest, I just wanted to get to half time in the second leg level. If that was 0-0, great. 1-1, probably even better, considering that would be a away goal for me. Yeah, 3-0 in the first leg. What a fantastic result that was. And then I matched it. I won 2-1 in the second leg. It was 0-0 at half time. Alaves did take the lead through Borges Vigaria in the 54th minute, but Hector Simon then put the game out of doubt. Is that right? Not too sure. By equalising with 22 minutes to go to not only give me a 4-1 lead, but also to give me that crucial away goal. And then to top it off, Manu Busto scored a goal on a counter-attack in the 90th minute to give me a 2-1 win and a 5-1 win on aggregate. Stats-wise, 52 to 48% in their favour. Shots 17 to 11 in their favour. And we both had 5 shots on target. I scored 2 very, very important goals to give me not only a 2-1 win on the night and a 5-1 win on aggregate. And then 5-1 win on aggregate. I couldn't believe it, to be fair. That's quite comfortable as far as I'm concerned. And to top it off, I think one of the teams that I wanted to avoid, I think it was Cadiz, went out in this section as well. And the next round of the draw actually threw up an interesting game for me. I got a team called JN who won, or finished top of Division B3, I believe it was. So it was one of the teams that actually lost in the Champions semi-finals. Salamanca, the team in my division, I believe actually beat them. So Salamanca actually were promoted. After that I drew JN. I was home again. So obviously I didn't want to concede any away goals. I thought it was going to be quite close. But how wrong was I? Check this shit out, guys. 6-0. I was absolutely buzzing when this was going on. Hector Simon put me 1-0 up in about 20 seconds. Manu Busto, who's been scoring for fun, carried on his fun scoring by scoring in the 6th minute. And then Simon made it 3-0 in 23 minutes. 3-0 up in 23 minutes. What is going on? Well, typical football manager, I suppose. Got to half-time 3-0. Just told the guys to carry on. Hoping, obviously, not to concede a goal. So they had the away goals advantage. But it did not matter, because there was an absolute manic 6 minutes. Manu Busto doubled his tally for the game in the 47th. Kike own goal in the 51st, made it 5. And then Simon completed his hat-trick in the 53rd minute. So I was 6-0 up in 53 minutes. That was just dream stuff, that is, as far as I'm concerned. 6-0 on aggregate is decent, but in the first leg is insane. Obviously I would have liked to have more goals, but then I suppose that's just me being greedy. Making sure they don't score a goal is obviously kind of nice, but I mean looking at only 2 players are below 8 for their rating. Keeper, who's got a 7.5, and Corregero got 7.8. And then you look on the other side, most people are under 6. I mean, Kike, who scored the own goal, was 3.3. That's how bad he was. I mean, stats-wise, possession was pretty close, 52 to 48% in my favour. Shots, 14 to 6 in my favour. And then on target was 9 shots to 2. So I scored 2/3 of my shots on target to give me an absolute emphatic 6-0 win, and pretty much guarantee my place in the final playoff round. Still had a niggling feeling that something could go wrong, because this is football manager and you never know, but 6-0 still, let's be honest. You might get a little bit of a stuff in, but still shouldn't be losing it from that position. I went to the away leg. Also, bearing in mind actually that win over Jen actually gave me 12 games unbeaten. That did come to an end in the second leg actually. I did lose 3-1 to them, but obviously with a 6-0 lead from the first leg, it doesn't matter too much. Ramon Azes put JN 1-0 up just before the half-hour mark, and then to kill off the game, Manu Busto scored again for fun again on half-time to make it 1-1 at half-time. So not only did I have the 6-goal comfort bag, I had an away goal, so that pretty much killed it for JN. Though to be fair, I think it was killed before the hour mark of the first leg. Diego Cascon in the 55th minute and Cito in the 88th minute did give JN a bit of a comfort, to be honest. But despite that, despite the 3-1 defeat, my 6-0 win in the first leg, a 7-3 aggregate win, and a place in the final qualifying round. Stats wise, 54% to 48 in their favour. Shots, way in their favour. They almost had 3 times my amount, 20 shots to 7. And then on target was 8 to 5 in their favour again. But still, a 3-1 defeat, coupled with the fact I won 6-0 in the first leg, 7-3 on aggregate, and I'm into the final. Could not want much more. However, I was drawn against Tenerife, probably the one team in the section I did not want, who I actually played in the main league. And as you can see, I drew 0-0 in the away game, which is a pretty decent game, because I think it took them to about game 19 before they lost the game, which was actually Salamanca, the eventual winners of the division. And then in the home game, where is it? I actually won 3-2, which was actually quite nice. I didn't actually realise this until I checked the past meetings, because I thought we drew both games. I didn't realise we actually won it. So we drew Tenerife in the final qualifying round. Again, I got thrown up at home first, which is kind of annoying, because I would have preferred to have gone away, because obviously get a chances to score some away goals. But then the home games in the previous rounds, 3-0 home to Alaves, 6-0 to JN, can obviously backfire. So in the first leg, I drew 1-1, which was really, really annoying, because Tenerife's centre midfielder Ure was sent off after just 23 minutes. And we went into half-time 0-0. And then to make it worse, Fran Ochoa put Tenerife 1-0 up with 10 minutes to go. I went all out after that to get a equaliser, and Altor Sanz equalised for me in the 71st minute. I was hoping to push on and nick a goal in the remaining time, but I did not get that goal, unfortunately. Bit annoying to see that my keeper Quintana had a bit of a nightmare, 5.8 rating. But 1-1's not too bad, obviously. And you look at the stats, was slightly annoying, to be fair, to draw 1-1. Possession was slightly in their favour, 52 to 48. But 15 shots to 8, and then 7 shots to 5 on target in my favour. Really, I should have got a second goal. But obviously, going to the second leg, they're the favourites to sit their place, and they've got an away goal. And unfortunately, it didn't work out. I lost 2-1. Did go to extra time. Slightly annoying that Pepe Diaz put me 1-0 up with 24 minutes to go. Unfortunately, we could not hold out. It only lasted 5 minutes before Guillem put them 1-0 up. To be fair, I did go attacking at half time, because obviously a 0-0 would not do me, because it would put them through on away goals. So I was quite happy to get this goal. I came back to normal straight after, which probably is what caused me to go to 1-1. But that was it at the end of normal time, actually, 1-1, so we went to extra time. Unfortunately, Guillem scored the only goal of extra time 7 minutes into the first half. I went all out after that to get it. I did get some chances. I think I hit the post once. I think I even had a goal disallowed, which would have actually put me through, obviously with me being on away goals. Just wasn't to be. And I ended up losing 2-1 in the second leg and going out 3-2 on aggregate to Tenerife. Stats wise, I think it was just in their favour, to be honest. Well, actually, that's a lie. Possession wise, 53 to 47 to me. Shots, they doubled mine, is 18 to 7. And then on target was doubled again, 6 to 3. So in the end, unfortunately, we weren't able to make it. We lost 3-2 on aggregate in the final playoff round, which is kind of disappointing. But the board wants me to get to the middle of the table, and I got to the playoffs, which is really good. I was expecting to get to the playoffs, to be fair. What I'll do is now, guys, is I'll go through a bit of the details for everything. We'll start off with my individual stats. And what you also notice is quite a few of my players are gone. It is the 30th of June, so the contracts are up. I did lose a couple of people, actually, before the second leg. but luckily they weren't any important ones. My loanee unfortunately did go, which was a bit of a pain in the butt, to be honest. Then I actually realised he's wanted there by Hussein and Numancia. But let's have a look at some of our details. Where are we going? Oh no, we're already there. Leading goal scorer for the season, Diego Cerrevo, 34 and 52. Second was Manu Busto, 18 and 45. Though we did have, obviously, that complete insanity bash at the end of the season. So was it 1, 3, 4, 5 in 4 games? Didn't score in the games against Tenerife, which was disappointing. But he was injured for quite a bit as well. Pepe Diaz, 12 and 16. But he unfortunately got injured for 6 months. Then came back and got injured for 2 months. So he scored 12 in about a month and a half's worth of games. So that was quite disappointing to miss out on him. I haven't put bids in for any players yet. And I don't normally do any more until after June. So we'll have a look at Second Division B. So Salamanca got promoted with Tenerife. And then we've got Osasuna B in B2. Is that right? Let me just check this. No, it should be Gymnastique, sorry. And Ibar were the other promotion teams. Osasuna obviously the winners there. Gymnastique got promoted, and JN obviously went out to Salamanca in the Champions playoffs, and obviously to me in the main playoffs. So those guys actually got promoted. Federation Cup was won by Cartagena as I expected. Spanish Super Cup Madrid, and main Spanish Cup Valencia beat Levante. So let's have a look at some of the others. Segunda, or Adelante as it's called, Girona got promoted. Lecce, Las Palmas. Coming down, Barcelona B, Guadalajara, I think is how you say it. Jerez and Sadabo. And La Liga was Deportivo, Zaragoza and Rayo coming down. Valencia won the league. Wow, that's quite interesting. Europe Champions League was won by Man City. We had an all Manchester final. So Man City beat Man U. Europa League was won by Dortmund, who actually won an all German final. And it was also the is it a Rhine Derby, I think it's called, Dortmund Schalke. So that was a decent final as well. Let's have a look at Italy. Serie A was won by Napoli by the looks of it. Yep, Napoli over Roma. Wow, bloody hell, AC Milan were down in 16th place. 8 points above relegation. Bloody hell. That's pretty bad. Bundesliga was won by Bayern Munich by the looks of it. Yep, 3 points clear Dortmund, so that's not too bad. France's Liga A was won by Paris Saint-Germain, which is absolutely no surprise. They won it by 23 points over Lyon. And then we've got the Premiership was won by Man City. They won it by 15 points over Man U. So it's Man City, Man U, Arsenal and Newcastle take the top 4. Where Tottenham, Liverpool take Europa, and FA Cup, well, it's Arsenal, so it's probably going to be Chelsea take the final place. Relegated was QPR, Reading and Swansea. So that's it for this episode, guys. Tune in next time for the I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. I'm not too sure if I'm just going to do a pre-season video like I did for the first episode of this series, or whether I might actually just go to the first 9 games like I have done this time, or the first 10 games. I haven't decided yet, but leave some likes, guys, leave some comments, and tune in next time for the first episode of the second season, where we'll hopefully be going for promotion again.